Get ready for a story about meeting someone at a party, which is absolutely not about meeting someone at a party. And it continues with a man named Marcus. Marcus is standing near the food. He has met someone who takes a sip of their drink and asks him the single most predictable question in the history of human interaction. So Marcus, what do you do? Marcus's brain just stops. Because Marcus is a financial analyst, but he also spent the last 3 years building custom furniture in his garage. And before that, he spent 5 years playing semi-professional jazz trumpet. Lately, for reasons he cannot articulate to anybody who dares to ask him, he has developed a complete fixation on the physics of suspension bridges. And so the silence stretches on. And Marcus realizes there is no single socially acceptable phrase, word, terminology for what he is. He can't say that I'm a financial analyst, jazz musician, amateur suspension bridge engineer. That would sound insane. So he says, I work in finance, and he dies a little bit inside. Somewhere across the room, Marcus hears somebody being asked the same question. They answer it in a single word, a phrase, a sentence, with just complete clarity, and it makes him feel incredibly inadequate. He watches how they say it with complete confidence, and he doesn't feel jealous, but he feels guilty. He should be able to do that, right? What is this instruction manual that everybody but Marcus seemed to have been given to explain how they operate in this world? He's not entirely sure of whether he's proud or not proud of who he is, or if he just doesn't know who he is. But Marcus is just experiencing what psychologists call identity diffusion. He's carrying the weight of multiple lives, but with no central narrative connecting them. When he walks into his finance job, no one fucking cares about the jazz. When he heads to the lumberyard to go and get bits and bobs for his furniture ventures, nobody cares about his finance models. He feels like he's starting over and over again at level 1 in 3 different video games, with absolutely no chance of any of them crossing over. Every system around him, every dinner party, every first conversation, every so what do you do, is forcing him into a lane. He just cannot pick one and stay there. And for Marcus's brain, that is developmentally backwards. Because for Marcus, permanently committing to a single identity is like amputation. It's not focus. Marcus does not need to pick a lane. Marcus needs a framework that connects the lanes. Poor Marcus. And that's part 2 of the story of making bread. Tune in for part 3. What the heck will Marcus get up to next?